Hi everybody, and thank you for tuning in as we try and keep you up to date with things happening around Thailand and the region. And I don't know, it's Thursday. Where has the week gone? Now we've got a new addition to the set here today. It's a 2,000-year-old Ming vase. Well, that's what we're telling everybody anyway. Now, we do have a new partner coming on next week. We'll tell you more about that then. But yesterday we did a story, just a quick recap. And it was from the Pattaya Mail and said Pattaya tourist numbers zoom amid political crisis fears. So we read out some of the numbers as claimed by the article. Just a quick recap again. 9.5 million foreign tourists have arrived in Thailand so far this year. Well, that's about right, according to the Immigration Department, according to a Thai government spokesperson. And then the article goes on to claim that 3 million headed direct to Pattaya, which would make you think that Pattaya is fairly busy. And then it said a spokesperson from the Pattaya Entertainment Collective. Now, it would have been good if we'd had a name and a title, but we didn't get that. Who said the nightlife was more or less back to normal after the pandemic. Okay, so they were the claims in the article, but so many of you responded in the comments section. I mean, we must have got 50 or 60 comments about that matter alone. Here's a few of them. From Matt Finch: Tim, the tourist numbers are a work of fiction. Pattaya is not busy, call them out. And the Snive said, I was on Walking Street in Pattaya last night, and there were 3 huge Chinese tourist groups chasing the guy with the flag. Do they still do that? I think that's about a 20-year-old meme. A Beach Road is also still full of hookers. Jason Bourne, don't think that's his real name, says, love to know where the tourists are. It's dead as hell here in Pattaya. Lots of bars are up for sale. Beaches are dead. Ken McLaren said 100 million tourists heading to Thailand as we speak. 1 billion by the end of the week. Speaking on behalf of the TAT. And Green Machine says, I follow few YouTube folk who live in Pattaya. No way is there been that many visitors. It's really, really quiet. Lots of closed places and empty bars. Hope it does recover fully one day. And JPDKD said Pattaya is dead. And Koi said, I live in Pattaya. It's definitely not busy. For Songkran, yes, apart from that, it's completely the opposite. Very, very quiet. Amazing where they get these figures from. What is happening in Pattaya? What's happening in other tourist spots in the country? Are the tourists flocking back? Is it busy, as the Pattaya Mail story claimed? I imagine it's not dead, as some of the commenters exaggerated, but it would be really good to get some accurate figures and some proper analysis from people. So would be interested to get some people maybe comparing the current tourist loads in some of the most popular areas to perhaps pre-COVID times, and rather than saying it's dead or it's really busy, could you sort of give us some more accurate comparisons? I think that would be interesting. Let's move on to another story. People worried about the cost of electricity in Thailand, and The Star reports that electricity prices to drop sharply in Thailand from September. And the Energy Minister expects to cut the fuel tariff in September, leading to a significant drop in the price of electricity. Consumers can expect a reduction of 40 to 50 satang. A satang is 1/100 of a baht, so 50 satang would be half a baht for the September-December electricity billing cycle. And the FT rate currently stands at 4.7 baht per unit. The planned reduction was made possible by the easing of global prices of oil and liquefied natural gas, he explained. Now, a lot of you have said that the electricity prices have been completely out of control over the past couple of months. The last bill in this house, we get billed monthly, was about 5 times what it was the month before, but I admit to turning the air conditioning on during the night, it was the hottest month, probably the hottest month I've experienced here in Thailand. It was really, really hot. Let's try and find out a bit more why these electricity prices might be coming down. In addition to falling oil prices, the outlook for LNG is also encouraging, thanks to projected higher natural gas output from the Erawan field in the Gulf of Thailand, and production capacity will be increased to 500 million cubic feet per day in September and further increase to 800 million cubic feet by early next year. So it looks like the opportunities from that new Erawan gas field in the Gulf of Thailand starting to kick in. Now, how's it going at the U-Tapao Airport? We keep on hearing that they're going to be expanding it and turning it into this huge, new, busy airport out to the east of Bangkok. Well, what's been happening? The PattayaNews.com says Pattaya business sectors urge new government to speed up construction of the U-Tapao Airport. And the PBTA president gave an interview with local media stating that he wanted the new government to expedite the full commercial operation of the U-Tapao Pattaya International Airport to ensure that it operates at its full capacity to meet the growing transportation demands of international and domestic tourists. I'm sure a lot of people in the tourism and hospitality industry to the east of Bangkok would be keen to see more flights and a modernisation of that particular airport facility. But he went from talking about the airport, he pivoted to other topics. In terms of labour policies, Mr. Bunanan said the new government should focus on finding ways to replenish the tourism-related workforce in tourist provinces around the country. This was to solve the ongoing shortage of workers caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. That same story again. Where are the workers? And since the easing of the worldwide outbreak, a large number of tourism-related workers have not yet returned to work after going back to their hometowns. This has resulted in a labour shortage, particularly experienced workers. So a lot of people in the comments section yesterday were saying, well, the hotels simply aren't paying enough. I don't think that's correct, because speaking to people in the industry around here, they're saying they're paying in some cases up to 20-25% more than they were pre-COVID. And a lot of staff are shopping around for higher wages, which has been pushing up these costs. By the way, those costs are eventually going to get passed on to you. So it's all very well to support these wages going up and inflation taking place in the wages for people in the hospitality industry, but you're the ones who are going to end up paying for those increases. Anyway, that aside, not all these people have opened OnlyFans accounts in their hometown or gone back to the family business. So where are the workers? I think this is an ongoing problem, not only here in Thailand, but around the world. And Mr. Bunanan also stated that the new set of members of the House of Representatives, that's the MPs, should regularly visit areas in trouble to directly receive complaints. The PBTA president referred to fake organ theft news that circulated amongst Chinese tourists travelling to Thailand back in March 2023. So somehow we started at the U-Tapao Airport in that article and we ended up with fake organ theft. But Mr. Bunanan covering a range of topics, which I think are certainly worth considering. That whole labour industry problem of finding good workers is an ongoing problem, and it's not just hospitality, it's things like the airline industry. It seems to be holding back a lot of airlines putting more planes up in the sky, and of course the shortage of planes and regular flights is keeping the cost of flights high, etc, etc, etc. Thanks to 5-Star Marine, who have been supporting the program ever since day one. So there's a link in the description, a special deal for TNT viewers. Click on that, helps you, helps 5-Star Marine, and it helps me as well. Thursdays, Tim Newton today, and there's a typhoon on the way. Well, sort of, but the nationthailand.com is leading with the story Typhoon Mawah expected to bring unseasonal rain to Thailand this week. The story says Thailand is expected to see more rain at the end of the month, despite not being directly in the path of the evolving Typhoon Mawah. This according to the TMD. The department reported yesterday the storm was still in the Pacific Ocean and was moving northwest than towards the South China Sea. The department said that Mawah has already evolved from a tropical storm into a typhoon. It goes on to say once the maximum sustained wind of the tropical storm exceeds 117 kilometres per hour or more, it would be categorised as a typhoon, hurricane or cyclone, depending on where the storm starts on the world map. And as the storm is heading from the eastern part of the Philippines to Taiwan, it's projected to slow down due to cooler sea temperatures there. Okay, so let's see what this Mawah, not sure how to pronounce it, is actually doing. And so we go to the map on ventusky.com, and this is a live map recorded this morning. It shows Mawah there, and we just move in a bit, and it's a long, long way still out in the Pacific Ocean, heading towards the Philippines. We've got Thailand over there on the left. Let's move to this one. It actually shows, well, I've done a bit of a drawing as to where Mawah is going to be heading. And after travelling westwards, it's then going to veer north and then northeast. And you can see how far it is away from Thailand. That's where I am there in Phuket. So that's what's actually happening with Mawah. And it's so far away from Thailand at the moment, and it's not really going to come much closer. I don't really see how much effect it's going to have on the Thai weather. But we'll keep an eye on it, and if it's going to be a concern, we'll certainly bring that information to you. We head to our next story now from Thai PBS World. Thailand's official general election results to be announced soon. Now, the Election Commission has up to 60 days to announce the official results, but it might be a little bit sooner. Let's see if we can find out from this story. The Election Commission will announce the official results of the May 14th general election after it's carefully checked the accuracy of the vote counts from the 400 electoral constituencies across the country. So no date as such, so we don't know if it's going to be next week or a month later. According to the latest poll results obtained by Thai PBS, however, the Move Forward Party won 151 constituency and party list seats, one less than the unofficial poll results due to the incomplete constituency vote count in Prachanburi. So this is the current state of the results from the election. Move Forward with 151 House seats, that's down one, and then the winner out of this situation has been Phumjai Thai, who have gone from 70 to 71 House seats. And we can see the rest of the main players, the 6 top parties, who won seats in the lower house of the new Thai Parliament. And ThaiPBSWorld.com also reporting that Move Forward and Pheu Thai tussle over the House speakership. So these are the 2 parties that won the most number of seats, well, by far, and apparently they're having a tussle. I think from other media reports it's a bit more bickering, really. And the political war of words over the House speakership between 2 major coalition parties, Move Forward and Pheu Thai, continued yesterday. Unofficial party list MP Addison said that the Move Forward party did not win a majority with its 152, well that's 151 now, seats in a 500-seat chamber. He said Move Forward will have its leader Peter as Prime Minister, therefore Move Forward should not take all the positions available. He was referring to statements made by Move Forward core member Piabut, who said the party should not surrender the House speakership to a coalition partner if it wants to avoid problems in tabling any amendments to the Lèse Majesté law in the Parliament. So there has been a convention in the past where the party with the highest number of seats in the lower house also nominates the House Speaker. Pheu Thai has already agreed to support Peter as the leader of the administrative branch, so Move Forward should not also take the leadership of the legislative branch. And then he stressed without Pheu Thai, Move Forward could not form the government. And in the past government, in an exception to tradition, Chuan Ligpai of the Democrat Party, which did not win as many seats, took the position of House Speaker. Now, Chuan Ligpai is a very seasoned and veteran, highly regarded politician who was the previous House Speaker. And further, in the past, Uthai Phimjai-chon became the president of the National Assembly, even though his party won only 3 seats. So this is all part of this horse trading as we find out who's going to take the main jobs. Certainly cabinet positions are also up for grabs at the moment, and we do await the Election Commission to announce the official results, whereupon some time after that the senators will be joining the lower house to make some critical decisions. Moving on to a very important story now, probably the most important story of the day. And this is from lifestyleasia.com. They report Netflix's password sharing restriction has come to Thailand. Well, I have to admit I do enjoy my Netflix occasionally, and if you've been sharing your Netflix password, expect an email in your inbox sometime soon informing that it'll cost you extra now that Thailand is one of the countries implementing restrictions. And a bit further down there, it was only a matter of time before it eventually reached Thailand's shores. That time has now come. According to the Netflix Help Centre, you'll need to set a Netflix household, which would take into account what internet connection you're using and will consider any devices connected to that as part of your household. You'll be sent an email or a text to verify your household. So what about any additional people? Well, the article says for Thailand it's going to be 99 baht, that's per month, for any extra member. There's also a limitation on how many extra members you can add depending on your subscription tier. So it's still a pretty cheap deal for those people that enjoy Netflix. All those parasites that have been using your password, it looks like they might have to get their own subscription. And finishing with some good news today from nationthailand.com, whales, bears, beagles and more at Bangkok Riverside Kite Festival. The Kite Festival is at Terminal 21, Phra Ram, and it offers visitors a spectacular, colourful experience until Sunday. The expo's open from 4 till 9 and the entrance fee is 50 baht. Among the highlights are a 15-metre tall pink bear and a 12-metre tall Thai monster called Hayuk. Apart from an inflatable whale and goldfish, there's also a 7-metre inflatable beagle called Puppy, which was submitted by a foreign team. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, that's on in Bangkok at the moment. I'm sure the kids would enjoy going to see that. And that article in nationthailand.com if you want to find out some more information. Thanks for watching today. Hopefully you're a bit more up to date with things happening around Thailand. Thanks to our sponsors, 5 Star Marine. Big thank you to you as per usual. And we look forward to seeing you for the final program this week, tomorrow.